first off, I'm really excited about working with tupacnation.net, and as the producer and co-producer and director and editor and writer of the Tupac Assassination movies, I've talked a lot with Frank about it, and we've talked about the comments that have come back about the movies. You know, I want to work with Tupac Nation and actually start putting out some rough clips and some unedited clips of some comments that were made in the making of the Assassination movies that really go back and validate what people have later kind of recanted and changed their story a little bit. I think a lot of people rely on the fact that when they do an interview, they're trusting that you're going to, you know, keep certain things confidential, keep certain things not confidential. We did not approach it like that. They had every opportunity to stop the camera and say, this is off the record, don't record this. You know, a lot of them didn't, and we just asked questions, and these are the answers they gave. And I would like to work with the website and start to put that material out there so that people actually get a real understanding of who these people are. Case in point, you know, I made an interview with Brett Becker, for example. And in the interview with Brett Becker, he was like, well, I don't know where those guys are going with their documentary. I don't know what they were after. I mean, I don't know what they were doing. And he made it sound like, you know, he was just completely baffled by what we were doing. If I put out that whole, you know, 45-minute, hour-long interview, we were driving in his police car with him. He was in uniform when he did the interview. Okay, you don't just walk into a situation like that and he has no idea what you're doing. It wasn't like we caught him walking out of a supermarket, pulled him aside and said, can we get a couple of words about what you think about Tupac? It's those kinds of things that bug me, because they're basically abusing the privilege that we've given them by holding things back and using that as an opportunity to change their testimony or make it more creative sounding because it alters their perception or it says where they're at right now. Does that make any sense? I mean, that's what we want to do. I'm getting tired of personally watching the winds of change where people say that. I mean, people bug Frank Alexander all the time and say Frank Alexander's inconsistent. If I could show you some of the other people that like to lob those accusations across the table about their own inconsistencies, I think you'd be shocked. And, you know, we as we roll into doing the third Assassination movie, as we roll into doing these things, I think we're going to start calling some people out for exactly where they were, where they are, and if they have changed, let's get that on the record as well, and why.